Hello and welcome back to Oversteer Auto Reviews. Today we have the 2016 Acura MDX. Let's break this car down and complete a review. Underneath the hood you will find the 3.5 liter single overhead camshaft V6 VTEC engine. This engine produces 290 horsepower and 267 foot-pounds of torque. Those numbers will get you to 60 in 6.4 seconds with the help of the ZF 9-speed automatic transmission and SH all-wheel drive system. SH stands for super handling. Up front you will see that this vehicle does not have the optional LED fog lights, but we do have the included LED jewel headlights. Moving on to the wheels, you will find the standard 19 by 8 inch 10-spoke alloy wheels. Behind these wheels you will find the 12-inch brakes, which aid the vehicle in stopping from 60 miles an hour in only 128 feet. Quite exceptional. This vehicle does have the tech package, and in that tech package is keyless entry. The vehicle is now locked, and I will show you how to unlock. Just put my hand in the handle and boom, the door is unlocked. I want to leave, press the button, door is locked. Moving on to the back, we will see the very understated rear end of the Acura MDX. Here we have the MDX badge, our Acura badge, the super handling all-wheel drive badge, our chrome paint protector, our plastic rear diffuser along with 2 reflectors, and an exhaust which you can't see, which is right over here. We also have a full-size spare underneath this middle section right here. On the rear, let's do the trunk test. It's quite spacious in here actually. We have the third row folded up. Let's put myself in here. Now, if only I could find close button. It's over here. Now moving on to the interior, let's start off in the third row. Here we have the second row seat. I'm going to move it forward and hit the automatic button. It goes open like that, and I will simply climb inside. Now, oh, it's really tight in here. It's here, and I barely have any leg room. Now, when I said it was tight in here, I was quite serious. I have the second seat forward as far as it can go, and I have no knee room whatsoever. My knees are hugging the seat, and foot room is non-existent either. On top of that, when I put my head back on the headrest like this, I have no headroom. My head is touching the ceiling. You could not fit 2 adults back here very easily. It just wouldn't be fun at all. Now in the third row, there really aren't any amenities except for 2 lights up there and a cup holder on each side. Moving on to the second row, you can really see this plush tan interior with black accents and oak wood trim. Alongside that, space is no problem here whatsoever. I'm 5'11", have this seat positioned to the way I'd be sitting if I was driving. I have about a foot of knee room, about 6 inches of headroom. It's quite nice. We also have a full bench seat with 2 cup holders here and the armrest, and 2 storage cubbies that could fit large water bottles on both sides. On top of that, we have a climate control system in the center. Sadly, it's only 1 zone, but it's still something. That is it. Moving on to the driver's seat of the 2016 Acura MDX, and let's start off with the door. Here we have the gas cat opening button and our trunk opening button. On here you will see our basic window and door controls. We have our memory settings here and the seat controls. This seat moves forward, backwards. We have our thigh support, which moves up and down, and we have this backrest, which moves forward and backwards. This is the tech edition of this car, which means we have blind spot assist, we have our forward collision warning, and we have cruise control along with a Bluetooth system and a proper sunroof. This MDX has quite a complicated drive select system. This is our park button, and here we have a little button which we push inwards to put the vehicle in reverse, our neutral button, and our drive button, which doubles as the sport button, and the independent suspension button here. Along with that, we also have our 2 large cup holders. The interior of this vehicle is actually quite nice. I personally really like the real wood trim. Here we are driving the 2016 MDX. This is not the best quality of roads, but this vehicle has no problem whatsoever cruising down it. The overall drive quality is pretty good, obviously not executive level marshmallowness as you'd find in something more expensive. It's better than most in the segment, definitely nowhere near stiff and sporty. Here we have a left turn in which you can catch a glimpse of the turning radius. Not too bad for a mid-sized SUV. That was a mild acceleration test. Personally, I find that based off the amount of throttle that was used, there was too much engine noise. I find the MDX as a very good car to be used on road trips with families. It's a bit more upscale than its little brother, the Honda Pilot, allowing it to be more comfortable. It's not too pricey like you would see in its European competitors. Keep in mind that if you do plan on hauling 7 passengers at once, the third row is not the most comfortable place for people 5'6" and taller. Wind noise could definitely be improved. The MDX is definitely lacking in that department. Tire and wind noise are pretty good, no complaints there. I did, however, find that bump stiffness on this vehicle is relatively harsh, followed by a really soft rebound stiffness. Engine noise is noticeable in the higher rev ranges, as expected from a VTEC engine, but not overbearing. In the end, the Acura MDX really isn't that bad of a mid-sized SUV. The only issues I had with it were the third row not being able to fit large passengers and the engine being a bit underpowered. The engine being underpowered has been resolved in the 2020 model year, which Acura does offer a sport trim that produces 321 horsepower. In 2016, this vehicle cost $51,000, and as of now, it only costs about $25,000, meaning that in only 4 years, this vehicle has lost 50% of its value. Considering that this vehicle is in high demand, that depreciation number really isn't too bad. Thank you all for watching. I will see you next time.